Good morning, my friends, and welcome back to Coffee Talk. I am Coach Roxanne. You are joining me live on the Better Body Fitness fan page. Actually, it's your lucky day. You are joining me live for Coffee Nuggets, which means you're going to have myself and Coach Chuck with you today. Good morning, good morning, good morning, my friends. Let me see if I can... So every now and then I try to figure out how to get you guys on a different screen here. Charmaine, good morning. The Vaccinator, good morning. Amy, good morning. I miss you. Crouch Kramer. Hootsa, good morning. It's Friday. We made it. Kimberly, good morning. Kim, good morning. Penny, good morning. We did make it, Kristen. Now you have a big graduation party tonight, right? I love it. We've got Penny. We've got Jason. Well, we've got Carrie, not Jason and Carrie. Jason might be dead now. We've got Carrie. We've got Tammy. We've got Julie. We've got Deanna. We've got Jill. We've got Stacy. Jill said, good morning. School's out for summer. Lauren, good morning. Dynamic duo. Kapow. I love it. I love it. I love it. I hope that I give a little pizzazz to your comments. Otherwise, wouldn't that be fun? Good morning, dynamic duo. Kapow. I could go that route. I've watched people go that route. I usually end up scrolling before I watch too long. Shame on me. Heather, good morning. Corey, good morning. Happy Friday. Corey, you had your workout done what? 3 hours ago? 2 hours ago? Okay, she's an early bird. She's up and at 'em bright and early. Chris, yes, party tonight. Can't wait to relax and enjoy the time with friends and family. We'll be there. Whenever there's a party, Chuck's like, I smell it. I smell a party. I love it. I love it. I love it, my friends. I hope that you have been enjoying this week's messages. If you have, I would love for you to invite somebody to hear our message. Maybe send one of the videos to them. We would love that. Every week we see our followers creeping up, and that's so amazing. People don't follow unless they get something out of the message, and our goal is always to be able to give something to everybody else out of these messages. Michelle, happy Friday. Corey, yes, I thought I did this past Thursday's workout until I heard Chuck say it's really cold in here. It was in February. Lisa, good morning. Lina is one of the hostesses. I love it. You see that? Hostesses. Tammy, happy Friday. Lori, I'd like to see Chuck come in with a karate chop kapow. Whoa. I'm afraid there isn't enough room in my space. Yeah, he's abused me several times this week with his movements.
You can't say that.
It's true. Dee Dee, good morning. Oh, are you ready? Are you ready? Don't get us shut down. Pull those shoulders back. Do a little shoulder shimmy. That's Are you ready for it? I'm ready for it. Everybody wants Kung Fu.
Kapow!
Marsha, good morning. Deanna, plenty of karate chops at 8:30. Oh. So 5:30 in the morning, we do our very first... Whoa. A dog wants to be a part of this. We do our 5:30 session. We have to keep it a little bit more serious. But at 8:30 and 4:30, we let loose a little bit. We throw in some props, some wigs, whatever. Well, yesterday, we
got shut down yesterday.
We were 10 minutes into our 8:30 session.
We played an ABBA song and got shut down.
We were shut, done. Had to start. Oh, but good times. Good thing we have a group of people who love that. Carrie, watch out. He's coming in your bubble. Shut. I don't know. Debbie, good morning. Lisa, good morning. All right, I guess we better get on with the show. The title of today's show is You Don't Have a Weight Loss Problem. Now, disclaimer.
It's going to get hot in here.
Disclaimer. Well, another disclaimer beyond that disclaimer. Some of you do have legitimate health issues that do prohibit you from losing weight. Lisa, I know with your diabetes, you're one of them. Susan, I know that you've had like several surgeries in the past couple of years and different medications, and they're still trying to figure. So some of you legitimately do. But unless you fall under those categories, don't start diagnosing yourself to give yourself an out. You don't have a weight loss problem.
Well, what do you have then?
Well, you have several other problems.
Well, here's where I wanted to start today is that anytime we struggle getting a result, anytime we struggle getting a result or an outcome, and this is just anywhere in life, right? Anywhere in life, we believe that we have a relationship problem, a marriage problem, a finance problem, a weight loss problem, right? That we've been conditioned to believe just because we don't have an outcome right now in our lives that we have a Bob from Ohio. It's one of my warrior brothers. I love it, bro. I love that you're on here. You don't have a weight loss problem. You don't, but we've been taught and educated to believe that if we don't have something, we must have some crazy problem, right? And when it comes to weight loss specifically, what we're really lacking is we're lacking a skill set. We're lacking skills. We're lacking foundational habits and skills, no different than our kids. And what do I mean by this? Think about your children, right? They went from not knowing how to do anything to learning how to get to crawl, from crawling to their first step, from their first step to walking, from walking to jogging, jogging to running. When you put your kids in and you're teaching them, they have to learn their ABCs. They have to learn how to sound out words. They have to learn how to understand numbers. They have to learn how to form sentences. They have to learn in stages. Where we end up is we think we have a problem. We've been taught this. So then we instantaneously believe, I need to have a solution to the problem. And now I need to find the fastest solution that I possibly can because now I'm trying to make up for lost time. And what you end up with is you end up with a first grader in physics class.
Right,
exactly.
And
you have no idea how to navigate that because you have not learned the foundational principles, which Coach Roxanne is going to talk about.
Well, I'm actually going to back up a little bit. So weight loss isn't your problem. Weight loss is an outcome. Weight loss is an outcome. You either have the outcome from the problems or you have an outcome from the solutions. But what we don't want to do is take time to figure out what our problems are. It's like Coach Chuck said, you have your toddler who doesn't even learn his letters yet, and you're trying to put them in physics. We have to start with the basics. You don't have a weight loss problem. 25 years ago, I was diagnosed with a thyroid condition, and I was overweight, and I believed I could not lose weight because I had a thyroid condition, because I believed what a doctor was telling me, and I believed what society was telling me, and I believed that weight loss was so hard because so many people struggled with it. People don't struggle with weight loss. They struggle with the habits and they struggle with the consistency. They struggle with, what are my 4 things here? They struggle with the intentional actions and they struggle with making habits, discipline. Those are the struggles. Weight loss isn't the struggle.
So if this is you right now and you're trying to get to this, see how they're different in sizes here? So this is you now and this is the size that you want to get to. Size matters. That's funny. But if you're this person and you want to be this person, what's going on here? There's a gap. There's a gap between these. You don't just get here overnight. There's a gap here, all right? And usually we call this the growth gap, but we're talking about weight loss. So we'll just say you're this person here and you want to get to that. There's a gap there. You lack the skill sets. I don't even want to call it a problem.
Right.
It's not even necessarily a problem because there's so much negative, there's so many negative connotations wrapped around that, right? You don't have a problem.
You lack knowledge.
You lack knowledge, you lack skill sets. Now, if you have the skill sets, if you've purchased things, if you have the tools in your toolbox and you choose not to use them, that's a little bit of a problem because that's saying like you want to build a house and you have all of the tools to do it, yet you just sit there and do nothing with them.
Right. I'm going to look at my hammer and I'm going to wait for it to do it on its own.
Go build this house for me, Magic Hammer. What's like the Disney flick where like all of they start just randomly moving on their own, right?
Yes.
No, it doesn't work. That's like weight loss pills. That's like taking pills and being like, I'm going to lose 20 pounds of body fat by swallowing this pill.
I'm going to swallow this pill and still eat and drink everything I am and hope that pill magically does something.
So it's
for
no
me.
different than your kid wanting to grow up and be, and remember, your children have amazing foresight and vision. Michelle, you used to. You don't currently.
You lacked the knowledge. You have the knowledge now. Now it's figuring out, how do I use this knowledge?
And you proved that this week, Michelle. You proved that to me. You sent it in a text, and you said without this coaching for the last 2.5 months, you would have made just significantly different choices. But think, your child has great vision for their life. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a firefighter. I want to do this. I want to be an astronaut. They have no limitations. They have these grand visions. Where along the lines did you lose the vision for your life that's possible? And if your kid said, Dad, I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a doctor. And you're like, with their entire heart, what would you tell them? I love that, son. I love that. Let's get good grades in school. Let's have discipline. Don't miss a day of school. Do the best you can. Put your best foot forward. We're going to graduate high school. We're going to get yourself into college. We're just going to keep pushing and grinding and learning
Chuck
skills.
and I were both overweight at one point in our life. I was 100 pounds overweight. You were
55 pounds overweight at my heaviest.
We didn't have a weight problem. We had a nutrition problem. We had a fitness problem. We had a discipline problem. We had a habit problem. We didn't have a weight problem, which I loved. A lot of us like to say that. I have a weight problem. No, we have an addiction problem. We have a facing the mirror problem. How often do some of you guys all have tools in your toolbox? Do you know what one of them is? I'll let you do the show and tell.
All right. And I guess if you want to frame it up as I'm starting to get irritated. I'm being triggered by this word problem. But here's a great thing for all the math teachers out there, right? Problems are solvable. So if we're going to call them problems, they're solvable, right? So if you're struggling, any good teacher, what would you do? You'd slow it down.
Back to basics.
You'd back to basics. You would break the problem down into components, and everything stacks on something else. So again, it's a skill set. It's an application of skills. It is consistency. It is making sure that you take your time. It's building from the base up. If you jump from level 1 to level 5, you're never going to sustain level 5. Whole30, keto, whatever you want to call it. This is that level 5,000 stuff. That's the physics for a 4th grader.
Carrie, I would love a refresher nutrition talk Zoom meeting.
We were just talking about that. I think
yes.
next week, Tuesday or Thursday, I think we're going to do that.
Yes.
So, okay, here's the deal. Here's a journal, right? Can you execute on this for 30 days? Literally 30 days.
Every day. Weekends, nights.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, water, cravings, etc. If you cannot commit to this for 30 days, this has nothing to do with calories. This has nothing to do with macros. This has nothing to do with complex nutrition plans. If you cannot commit to auditing and tracking this in 30 straight days, or as many days out of 30 as possible, skip the macro conversation, skip the calorie conversation, skip the dieting, skip anything to do with dieting. You need to write down and look. What am I doing for 30 days? Because
honestly, looking in the mirror, did you have 2 cocktails? Did you have 5 cocktails? Did you have 2 desserts? Did you have 5 desserts? Did you eat what you planned on? Those are the basics. Having a plan is the basics.
So every single 21-day challenge, this is one of the resources.
We have that in our binder at all times.
So that's a resource, every 21-day challenge. And after week 1, one of the questions that I ask, and here I'm just going to pause for a minute. We're really fired up, and we're not yelling at you.
No.
We're not yelling at you.
Usa.
We're not yelling at you. We're really passionate, and we're definitely explaining this because we love you and support you. Okay, so green, yellow, red foods list. This should be on your refrigerator and never leave it. Now, I will tell you, for every 10 responses, I will get at least 3 of them that will say, no, I am not following it. No, this is not a diet. You want to know what this is? This is the ABCs of nutrition. Green foods, chicken, turkey, seafood, etc. Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, romaine lettuce, tomatoes, asparagus, berries, strawberries, apples, pears, citrus fruits.
How many of you don't go to this because it takes out what you want to eat, because you don't want to face the red foods list? How many of you don't want to go to the basics? How many of you want to avoid this like the plague and still say you have a weight loss problem?
If you cannot identify 5 things from each column, if you have this resource, if you cannot tell me 5 things from the green, 5 things from the yellow, and at least 3 things from the red that you should limit, this should go up on your fridge. And just like you would ask your kid, you need to practice your ABCs. This is a pillar, a foundational tool. You don't have a weight loss problem. You need to build skills. You need to put this in your toolbox. Without this, it is like a house of cards that's going to get blown over in the wind, my friend. Every diet is. If you just start eating a meal plan without understanding what it's about, it won't work.
All right. Yeah, so I want to ask you a couple questions here. If you're someone who has said, I have a weight loss problem, or if you're someone who says, I'm doing everything right and I'm not losing weight, I have a couple questions for you. Question number 1, how often are you looking at this? Question number 2, how often are you tracking what you're actually consuming every single day, not just Monday through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well? How many of you pull out your food scale while you're making your plate of food? How many of you plan your next day's nutrition? How many of you plan your weekends? When is the last time you cleaned out your cupboards? Those are questions I would ask you.
Habit tracker. You write the name of the habit, and it goes around here, right? Sorry, that's not the day. That's not the right day. Right here. You put the habit in there. And then you just, day 1, did you execute it day 1, day 2, and you go around and you fill up this wheel. Do you have something like this in your arsenal? Think about how we coach our children. Think about how we educate them. Did you clean your room today, Johnny? Yes or no? Well, no, Mom. Then you don't get to go out and have Xbox time. You don't get to play with your friends. You need to clean your room, right? Did you organize your cupboards yet? Did you go out and organize your refrigerator yet? Do you have things in play? Do you have your exercise area figured out? No, don't fast forward. You hit the fast forward button and you miss all the good stuff.
I have taken a year and I have organized our cupboards. We have organized our food out in the garage, like our vegetables and things like that. Why? Because it makes it, I feel better knowing that I don't have food scattered all over the place. What do I have for vegetables? What do I have for fruits? What do I have for spices? Where is my food scale? Where are my pots and pans? Do I feel in control? We have a couple comments here. Beth,
Chris
that
just
little
says
chart.
I'm yelling.
That little chart is like my Bible. I have it saved on my phone, the red, green, and food list. Corey, that sheet was a game changer for me. Since January, I am down 20 pounds. My friends, we aren't making this up. We are not giving you some crazy fad diet. We are giving you the everyday A, B's, and C's. It isn't complicated. Now you're yelling, Chuck.
You know what? So a friend of mine said this once, and it was really interesting. So Beth said it's her Bible. I never heard this in my entire life. And you know what? So I'm just going to kind of go off course here for a minute. In my faith journey, we got baptized, what was it, 5 years ago?
Maybe 4.
About 5 years ago. So for 17, 18 years of my life, right, faith wasn't a big part of my life. And when I got baptized, I never cracked the Bible my entire life, never. And I'll get back to the point here. My friend told me, she said, do you know what the Bible is? I said, well, I think, yeah. She said, it's an acronym. Do you know what it stands for? Do you know the acronym for what the Bible stands for?
Boy, I did.
The acronym stands for Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth. I will never forget that. And you know what? When I have a problem, do you know what I do?
We go to our faith. We go to our Bible.
I open my Bible.
That's us.
Everything that I need to know and understand in regards to my faith and how I'm supposed to operate as a human being, and I'm just speaking my truth. This is my truth. I open my Bible.
This is our truth.
It's my basic instruction manual that I need to go. I try to make it human beings make everything so complicated. We have a reason. We have an excuse. We make it more complicated. Why do we make it more complicated? Because it justifies our lack of our lack of consistency, our lack of execution. It gives us these crazy little stories that we get to believe are true when it's not.
If you are lacking results, start here for 30 days. Start here. Avoid this as much as possible. Focus on this for 30 days, my friends. 30 days. Now, some of you are saying, Roxanne, I still only eat off the green and the yellow, and I still don't have results. You're wrong.
I'll take it. Well, sorry.
You're wrong. Just because the scale doesn't show you a result or your inches don't show you a result, you're healing the inside of your body. You're healing your heart, your gut, your colon. You're healing the inside. So many people say, I can't even tell you how many times we've heard this. I quit. The scale didn't move. I've only lost an inch. I quit. Okay. You quit what? You quit eating healthy? You quit eating healthy? You want to go back to McDonald's? Do you want to go back to the energy drinks because you didn't see something on the scale or the inches? That's fine. I mean, you're talking about the whole rest of your life here. You're not just talking about what the outside of your body looks like. We have to understand that. It's in the insides as well.
All right, here we go. Check this out. If you guys recognize this, this is awesome. This is awesome. If you guys know what this is, yeah, isn't that awesome? Do you know what that is? That's Mario Brothers when he eats the mushroom and he levels up. Okay, so where I thought you were gonna go with this is Coach Chuck. I've done this and I'm seeing results, but I think I should be seeing better. I think maybe I should be seeing better results, right? Cool. Then what do? You track and write it down for 30 days. Maybe, and at day 30, then you start tracking calories. Then on day 60, you start looking at macronutrients of protein, carbs, and fats. Like level up. Too much is given, much is required, right? So like you again, first grade to second grade to third grade to fourth grade,
Michelle
fourth grade to fifth grade.
has an awesome comment here, and the scale has never been good to me. Unfortunately, I have beast moded it for years to try to get the scale to move no more. She's talking about, so I have a shirt on. It says train insane or remain the same. Bullshit. It's nutrition insane or remain the same, not train. Training will get you nowhere. Nutrition will get you everywhere. Sorry, I got a little feisty. I got a little feisty.
So
don't train insane. Nutrition insane. Habit insane. Consistent insane.
Yeah, the reason why our 4 S's are written the way they are.
Insane.
We do smoothie first, steps second. Smoothie is the number one foundational habit that you should learn to master. And after that, make everything about nutrition. Steps. Why is steps the second thing on the list? Because we need to get you to move your body. It's not even about working out yet. It's about moving your body.
It's a leisurely walk.
Getting steps in, walking around the block, getting a walking DVD and doing it in whatever. That's why those are the first 2. Sweat is the third one, and sweat could be playing tennis, could be playing with your kids or your grandkids.
Yep.
Sweat could be going for a bike ride. Sweat could be a 3 to 5 minute fitness challenge. Sweat could be a workout. And sips, your fourth one, it could be 3 and 4, could be flip-flopped. But your body is made up of over 60% of water. So if you aren't hydrating, you're not doing yourself any service there. So that's why we developed the 4S checklist to keep it small. Those are 4 pillars.
I get ads. We probably have to wrap this up. I get ads every single day on buy my 10-minute ab program to see abs. Number 1, if you have 25 to 30 to 40% body fat, the last thing you should be doing is buying an ab program. Abs are made in the kitchen. They're not made in a physical program. Abs are made in the kitchen. How often do you see that? Buy my 10-minute kitchen program to get abs. Never.
Well, guess what? We're gonna make one, and we're gonna market the hell out of that. Get my 10-minute kitchen makeover, and we're gonna get you some abs. Yes.
It's true. All right. I guess we gotta wrap it up today.
Tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Central. Father's Day workout, 7:30 a.m. Central. I'm sweating today. I got a pit stain. I got a sweaty pit. All right, I love it.
All right, my friends, we love you all. We are so passionate about this. This is where your results are. You're not going to find them on the gym floor. You're not going to find them in some crazy beast mode workout. You're going to find them in the kitchen. That's where you have to beast mode your results.
Something about the kitchen. I don't know. I started thinking of a song. Dun, 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 in the kitchen, beans don't burn on the grill. I don't know. Anyways. And if you're a Better Body Fitness member, we will do a nutrition talk next week. We just have to figure out what day, and it'll be at night. But we'll do a 60-minute training for you guys.
Yes.
And I think we'll definitely start making that a more regular thing, my friends. All right, we love you so much.
We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 7:30, or I'll see you Monday again at 7 a.m.
Peace.